boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them.
It's Big Los,
Hollywood Kev,
and welcome to another episode of The Noize. We said this on Like Water for Chocolate, but we didn't get a chance to do it on our show. So Happy New Year! Even though we're like 7 days in, but still here.
Yeah, we are 7 days in, huh?
Yeah, we've passed the time of New Year's, but luckily enough, when this show comes out, we'd only be a weekend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, Happy New Year to y'all. Hope y'all have fun and was safe. But
hope everybody was drunk. Hope everybody, used protection. Make sure, use that late text, because you don't want that late text saying that I'm late text. Or at least however the line went.
Yeah, but it was a dope-ass line when it came out.
When it came out, but he hasn't spit a line nowhere near like that in some time.
Yeah, you got it. No, on that, what's that track? Is it Glory? I think it was like a freestyle or something. I don't know. It was a song that, it was a while back. It was a while back, like last year, maybe the year before. Mm-hmm. And he gassed it. Because I remember I was in my older apartment at the time. So,
well, yeah, he's, I know I sound like a hater, but no, he's been spitting.
Every now and again. Not like old Wayne, but every now and again.
Yeah, it's as good as new Wayne is going to get.
Yeah.
I haven't had a legit New Year's Eve function turn up in some time.
Yeah, you know what?
And I need that.
To be honest with you, the last actual turn up that I had was when we all went out. We was at, what was it? This had to be like going into 2013. I think for us.
Yeah. It was like the little potluck party or whatever.
Yeah, that was the last time I had like a decent turn up.
That wasn't even like a legit countdown.
But that's it.
We looked up something online.
Right, but that was about as equivalent as it has gotten for me as far as New Year's Eve.
So let me ask you, do you have a resolution?
Yeah, I do. This year, man, I plan on, and I know this is bad to say, but I plan on being a little bit more selfish.
Hey.
I think I've spent, up to this point, I spent a lot of time kind of giving my all to different people, you know what I mean? And I'm not one to do something and expect something in return, but you get to a point where you start to look out for everyone, and then you see that nobody's looking out for you.
Yeah, you start to forget about looking out for yourself.
Exactly. And I think that's more or less what was happening with me. I was forgetting to take care of me.
Right.
So I plan on doing that, man, and just kind of explore some of the things I want going for me in order to propel things. So I'm excited for this year. Like you said, it's the year to grind. And like we say in basketball, you got to trust the process. So
right.
That's what I'm on right now.
I'm right there with you, man. Just to give people a little background, a little behind the scenes on beat. We all just had a meeting today, which is Saturday. Y'all hear this show on Sunday, but we just had a meeting today, man, and it was really good.
Yeah, great meeting.
It was a fantastic meeting. I feel like we're all on the same page. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Truth, shout out to Lex Love, Jay Alonzo. Kay wasn't able to be there, but he was there in spirit.
Right. We appreciate you, Kay.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of big moves that we have planned for 2017. And it really is a year of the grind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know I think they say it's bad luck to reveal your resolution, but at the end of the day, people always ask what's the resolution. So.
Right. I'm learning, the more stuff I read, man, I'm learning that law of attraction, that shit is real.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm learning to speak stuff into existence.
Oh, yeah.
And it was funny because
there's power in the tongue.
Yeah,
not just the head.
Absolutely. I was actually listening to another podcast. Even though I like this podcast, I'm not going to tell them because I don't want you to listen to them. I want you to listen to us.
Bring it right back,
Right. But I was into another podcast, and they were explaining how by speaking that into existence, you're actually putting it out there that you're not afraid to fail if things don't work out.
Right.
But by you saying that this is something is what you want to do, you're going to take the time out to actually get it done so you don't fail.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the way they broke it down, it was perfect. I mean, it hit right on the nail for me. So I'm ready to get to it, man. I think Beat is going to have a fantastic year this year.
Oh, yeah. And we're definitely going to have a fantastic year. It's a lot of stuff coming, people. If you aren't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, do so. Mm-hmm. Make sure you subscribe, follow everything that we're doing, because it's a lot of good shit on its way.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good shit. I'm going to tell you, though, I definitely have some things that need to disappear in 2017.
Well, we're stuck with Trump, bro. There's nothing we can do about that.
Oh, no, he can for sure disappear. I feel like we still ain't found Jimmy Hoffa. So he can disappear legitimately, but that's not what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about right now is I definitely want to see some changes with people when it comes down to their interactions and their involvement on social media, because there's a lot of inconsistencies and there's a lot of stupidity that people allow themselves to portray. People allow themselves to be seen as. I'm tired of seeing the post of how much you love this person, and then next week how much you hate this person, and the following week how much you love this person, and then the following week, why is everybody in my relationship business?
It's our relationship.
It's our relationship
right.
now.
We did this shit.
Exactly. Like, shit, when's dinner? You know what I mean? And I'm tired of seeing that, because people don't realize how they look when they do stuff like that. If you're giving people the insight to your relationship, if you're giving people the behind the scenes, the, you know what I'm saying, the good and the bad and the ugly, then people are going to always have something to say about your relationship. So if you're constantly going back and forth with this person, if I can clock when y'all are on good terms and when y'all are on bad terms, this is no longer y'all relationship. This is our relationship. This is something that we're doing together.
Right. And it sounds like we need to go to counseling.
Exactly. It sounds like we need to do something because we're having a hard time right now. I want to see that change. I definitely want to see a lot of the negativity change. You know, I understand that people are more drawn to the negative than they are the positive, but it gets to a point where you don't want to go on a social networking site and just see a bunch of, you know, black dudes trashing black women, or black women trashing black dudes, or I mean, I guess any color trashing anybody, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see that kind of shit. You want to see everybody get along. You want to see everybody, you know, strive and work together and move forward and push. Sometimes I gotta take a break from Facebook.
No, absolutely. That's why I know at the end of our show you always ask, where can they find me? If you notice, I don't mention Facebook. I'm not on there like that enough to mention it. You know what I mean? But even if I was, I agree with you. You got to take a break from it, because that place can get depressing
fast. And it's hard because we're Beat is 100%, you know, internet focused and social media focused. The fact that we have to be so involved in social media and so involved with the people that interact with us on social media, it gets hard, man.
Yeah.
It's difficult because you want to say something so bad, but you know that can either fuck up a listen or fuck up a friendship. Now,
exactly.
The friendship I ain't really too worried about, because honestly, I question a lot of people that call me friend.
Right. But then even too, if you got something going on and it's supposed to be of a friend, if they're truly a friend, you let them know what's going on, what's good, then they should be able to take heed to that and make the right move afterwards. And if they flat out be like, oh, I ain't fucking with you because I don't like what you said, then they weren't your friend from the jump.
Then don't fuck with me.
Exactly.
It's like I said on the last episode, man. If y'all want to call it quits, be out. Nothing in my life is changing right now. Honestly, man, I do wish that a lot of the people that, you know, that use the word so loosely, just go about theirs.
Yeah.
You know, I think what we all want in 2017 ultimately is peace, because 2016 was such a chaotic year.
Yeah, 2016 was shit. So let's make 2017 a great rebounding year, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, speaking of beefs, though, your favorite rapper, Soulja Boy, out there, well, it's like Soulja Boy versus everybody right about now.
At the end of the day, yeah, it pretty much is.
Yeah, but most recently, you know, that boy Chris Brown, he talking about putting them paws on him.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about handling it. First of all, we were looking at a picture not too long ago of these two, and nothing about them says threat.
No.
Nothing about them says Pyru either.
No.
But this is probably the most I've seen Soulja Boy trend since Crank That Soulja Boy. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of seeing the nigga on my timeline because it's so corny.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, I don't think there was ever a time that he just wasn't just corny as hell. Like,
do these niggas
cheesy.
have big brothers or something?
No, they are the big homies.
They don't have no older cousins or uncles or nothing. Like,
they have yes men. That's all they have in their corner.
That's sad.
Dude, did you see the video of Soulja Boy in Compton? You know,
yes, I seen that video.
They say I ain't from the hood and all this other stuff, but then someone from the hood was like, "No, you're not from the hood."
Right? Yeah, I seen that video, and it made him look even more of a fool. I just want to know if you, because a lot of these, even, I know numbers in hip hop right now aren't ever going to be to what they were. I get that.
Definitely not.
But if you are on social media, you always hear these artists saying, oh, I'm in the studio, I'm working. If you working so much and you're doing so much and you're making so many moves, when do you have time to go get put on by the hood?
Man, to kind of double back to your initial statement of they're always in the, or I'm in the studio, where's the music?
Right, exactly.
Of all, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not checking for a single Soulja Boy record. And I never will be. I'm not like, how you are with Yachty.
Hey, listen, miss me with that. Miss me with that.
But, it's just like how everybody's always talking about, cats need to catch up to my grind. But it's like, but what exactly are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing that's actually, that you're specifying as a grind? Because we don't see it. Mm-mm. You're a celebrity. You're under the watchful eye 24/7. And we still don't see your fucking grind.
Mm-mm. And at this point for Soulja Boy, I don't want to see his grind.
Yeah.
By all means, and I don't want to. I want to be correct. I don't care how anybody gets their money.
Right.
Get your money. Take care of what you need to take care of.
We've said that a lot on this show,
right.
And that's the last time I'm saying it. You understand? We're not fucking haters.
Exactly. Get your bread. But as a fan of the art form, you can keep all that shit, bro.
Go away.
All of it. We cool on it. But I mean, this goes back to what I'm saying. When do you have time to go get put on by the hood?
That's very true. I'm actually convinced that there's like an online process to how you can do this.
They got an application.
Like there has to be like an application fee, some kind of protocol you got to follow. I'm pretty sure it's an oath you got to take.
You know. Speaking of fee, I think a lot of them, and I don't want to say all of them because I think there's a handful of rappers that before they became rappers, you knew they was really with the shits.
Right, they really are.
Right, but since we're going to speak on these two guys in particular, these niggas have been celebrities as a teenager.
They've been celebrities all of our adult life.
Exactly.
All of our fucking teenage life.
Exactly.
Right.
So, bro, you're not going to the hood and getting put on. Stop that. You're not doing it. And I'm convinced that these dudes are, maybe they got a couple friends that are really with the shits, and these guys are simply just funding whatever operations certain people have.
I can't even say that it's a bunch of friends that's really with the shits because
it don't have to be it could be one. And that one is close enough to where he can be like, hey, Soulja Boy, we need X amount of dollars. Come down to the hood. And he wants to be...
Can I be a blood?
Right. And he wants to be so accepted by it, he's willing to do it. Oh, if I do it this time, it's for sure they're going to put me on now.
Right.
Wrong.
Like, this is not the Boys and Girls Club.
Right. It don't work that way.
It's just like I said in one of our episodes. We're closing in on 20 pretty quick. But it's like I said on one of our episodes. The influx of bloods in the entertainment industry has skyrocketed.
I blame Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I blame Lil Wayne because ever since when the Carter dropped and he came out talking about this Suwoop blood shit, all of a sudden everybody's a blood.
Everybody's a fucking blood.
And what's funny is, prior to that, everybody was cripping, including Lil Wayne.
Yep. Blue rags all through the videos.
Now all of a sudden everybody's a blood. I mean, get it how you live.
I think
damn.
there are still some artists that, some new artists that are claiming corrupt. Then I've seen a couple videos of OT Genesis, all blue, flag
really?
out, sea walking. Well, his equivalent of sea walking.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know of him as much to even care about his background, but I can more so give him the benefit of the doubt is because he's an older guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't pop on the scene at 15 pop locking and shit. And then later now,
blood,
right. And now all of a sudden it didn't work that way.
Soulja Boy.
Exactly. Now all of a sudden you're a blood. And you're not just a blood. You're claiming one of the a notorious blood gang.
Exactly. Like this
is
the blood gang. This is where it started.
Right. Like, come on, man. Miss me with all that shit.
But getting back to Young Soulja, we're gonna start with Soulja Boy, and then we'll get to Chris. We'll get to beat him down Brown afterwards. It doesn't make enough sense. He's been in the public eye since he was like 15, like 14 or 15. When he started falling off until when he eventually fell completely off, he's constantly active on social media. He's constantly putting out videos and Instagram stuff and all this shit that shows that he's doing whatever the fuck it is that he's doing. And in between that time, you never heard shit about being a blood.
Nope.
But out of nowhere, now that you're about to fight Chris Brown, all of a sudden it's Pyru and you in the hood and all this other shit. Like, I know they all live in California, but when did you venture off into Compton? When did that happen? When did you come down from the hills? Because we know that's where you're at.
Exactly.
When did you come down from the hills and was like, "Ooh, this is nice. I want to do this."
That's a nice color.
At least with Chris Brown, we saw, and I joke about this all the time. At least with Chris Brown, we saw his probate show. We saw him getting not necessarily put on, but being, welcomed. I guess I don't know what words to use for it now. Shit has changed.
Right, shit has definitely changed. I mean, and I want to, before I even get to Chris Brown, I don't know with Soulja Boy. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, if you are really establishing this gang shit, who delegates? You know what? We gonna put Soulja Boy on. I like that. Let's rock with him. Out of all the people, y'all pick this nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's his big homie? Like,
he don't have one because the shit's imaginary. Like I said, man, he
apparently not. You saw he was on Pyru, yelling Pyru.
Yeah, but I mean, and it was on camera, but at the same time, I mean, maybe I think the people that was there kind of didn't press the issue like a real OG would. You know what I mean? Like, it's been times where I've been with friends and it's somebody that you can tell is an OG and he really with the shits.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he'll press one of them people that I'm with, like, yo, what's good? You know what I mean? Don't be walking around here claiming shit that you're not really with.
Right.
And I don't think the people in that video were really pressing him like they should have. It was one cat that seemed like he was gonna press him.
Yeah, I think
it was about one dude. He was like, he's gonna press him, but I mean, it didn't really go down. But at the end of the day, man.
But you realize that a lot of times when celebrities be on that stupid shit, like, they don't press the celebrities that are claiming it and may or may not really be about it. But the celebrities that are actually about it, like, remember when Crips stormed YG's set? Mm-hmm. Like, you see a lot more of that because they know that this nigga is really from Bompton.
He's really, exactly. You know what I mean? He's really with the shits. And what's funny to me is that none of those older guys, well, YG has recently came out and said something, but them cats who are established in there, game, why you ain't said nothing? I don't care if you was friends with Chris Brown at one point. Obviously, I don't think so now, but why you ain't?
According to All Eyes on You.
Right. Why you?
Name song?
I don't fucking know. why you ain't saying nothing? You know what I mean? Or even if somebody like, well, I know Snoop is an OG, so he's way beyond that shit. But let's say somebody of his caliber, or somebody like Nip, like, why you not be like, bro, you not really with that shit? I know niggas who from your hood who's really with the shit.
Right.
You know, stop claiming something that you're not really about. Like, I don't get how your celebrity, Soulja Boy, and like I said, Soulja Boy touched millions of dollars. You know what I mean? He's came across millions of dollars. Why are you so in a rush to try to claim something you're not really with? Our goal growing up was to get out of the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's cool if you make it out of the hood and you go back to give back to try to help that particular community. But why are you going back to try to act like something you tried so hard to get away from?
It's niggas in the hood that love their hood and they still trying to get out.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's usually what they say when you make it big. And unfortunately, we've seen people fall to that. I think what's the guy named that was part of Dope Boys? Chinks.
Yeah, Chinks.
You know what I mean? It went back to the hood, and it could have been not.
That was that.
Yeah, it was that, and it probably wasn't even him moving back to the hood like that. He was just coming to say what's up. It seems like, you know what I mean. And unfortunately, he lost his life. So why put yourself in that type of position? I truly don't understand that. You know what I mean?
And then I don't understand what's necessarily admirable about having that money and then feeling like you got to go back and, in a sense, stunt.
Exactly.
Because, like, you're not going back to have your homeboys to be like, oh, good job, I'm proud of you, my nigga. Because once you go back, whether it's a rich neighborhood, poor neighborhood, gang neighborhood, chill neighborhood, you're not going back on a different level, of a different status
than what you left on.
Right. So people are already looking at you like, nah, you
right. If you's a fuck boy before you get the money,
you're a fuck boy still.
Exactly. only difference is now they're gonna hate you a little bit more because you got that money. This fuck nigga got that money. So why put yourself in that position? You know what I mean? I really don't understand Soulja Boy's motive for that. And like you said, this came out of completely left field.
All the way left field.
I didn't know Soulja Boy was Pyru until 2 weeks ago.
Until he said it, right?
Right. You know what I mean? So I didn't get, and that goes the same with Chris Brown.
That's true.
I don't get it. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to those two interaction, I truly believe Chris Brown probably would beat the shit out of Soulja Boy.
Oh yeah,
I do. But
you saw the training video.
Yeah, I did. And Soulja Boy, I don't know what the fuck he needs some help bad.
He fights like a child, like a legit child, like a child.
You know how on Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, the little Marlon Wayans and the Sean Wayans, how they did the little parody joint, and how Sean was in a room swinging at the air.
Right,
that's what Soulja Boy was doing. But back to Chris Brown, I do know he seems like he can handle himself in that case, but the same thing, man. Like, you of all people are the last person,
right,
who should be even indulging in anything that has to do with a physical altercation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why put yourself in that position? And I'm a huge fan of Chris Brown. I think he's talented. I think he's dope. And I think he has, if he can put past the shit that he's doing, he has the potential to be almost like Michael Jackson was when it comes to entertaining someone.
Honestly, he was supposed to be the next Mike.
Right.
I think even Mike said you're supposed to be the next Mike.
In the form of entertainment, you know what I mean? And good for me, I can separate the difference between his personal and his music. He does a lot of fuck shit outside of the music. But when it comes to music, he can't fucking miss.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I respect that aspect, his art form, but he does a lot of fuck shit that I don't rock with.
You know, he does a lot of fuck shit in his personal life, you know, and the last thing I want to do is try to slander Chris Brown saying that he's just a 100% I do fuck shit type nigga. But because he does a lot of stuff for charity. He donates a lot of money. He's he seems to be a really good father. Like, he does a lot of things that you can look at and be like, okay, good job, Chris.
Right,
but the stuff that comes to the public, the stuff that he does that he knows is gonna get crazy media pub, it's always some bullshit.
And it was bad for him. It's like you said, he does a ton of stuff for the charity. So you give him that okay, and then he does some fuck shit. You're like, man, what the fuck? I just praise you, and you gonna do this stupid shit,
right?
You know what I mean? It's truly like a child. It's truly like a child. You know what I mean? You give a child praise because they get a A on their spelling test. They bring their report card home. It's all F's.
All F's, right? Like, but this one spelling test, you did a damn good job.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I hope that they can grow up eventually. Only adult thing about this whole situation is, instead of these two using their alleged gang ties to harm each other, like to the point of no return, they're gonna do a boxing match.
But see,
that's the most adult shit they've done, though.
That is the most adult shit. But in this situation, let's just entertain that they're both Pyru. How do you get Pyru to fight Pyru?
The same way you do all the time. I've seen plenty of niggas from the same hood that get into a fight. Only difference is it's usually a friendly fade. I've seen that.
I've seen that for sure. But how are you? But if both of y'all are from the same block, how you telling one half of the block, yo, we need to ride on this nigga, and then he's home, we need to ride on this nigga?
Because at the end of the day, they ain't from the same goddamn block. They're from nowhere. You know what I mean? They're from nowhere.
One nigga's from Virginia, the other one's from, what he said, Chicago?
Yeah, well, Soulja Boy was born in Chicago, moved to Mississippi, lived in Atlanta.
You know what I
mean? He really don't. He's like a nomad.
Basically.
You know what I mean? And Chris Brown's from Virginia. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that LA started the gang shit. You know, I get that. But naturally, people move, so it can expand out. But I ain't never heard of no Virginia blood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're out there.
I'm pretty sure they're out there, but I've never heard of one.
Like, when I tell you there's gang banging.
No, it's everywhere. I was watching Gangland, bro. They got gangs in New Mexico.
And bro, that should be hilarious.
They got and them gangs in New Mexico are really with the shits. You know what I mean? So I know it's everywhere.
There's
but
Asian Crips.
I've seen that.
I think they're Japanese or something like that.
I've seen that too. And that's wild to me. That's wild as fuck to me. But as far as this boxing match, man, it'll be funny to watch.
I think,
it was fucked up is, see, I knew I should get certain shit I say patents, because I said they need to do a celebrity boxing shit like in 2011. Me and my boys having a conversation. I said they need to do the shit, and
for the beef or just in general?
Just in beef. I said when people have beefs. No, I'm saying when people have beefs, you know what I mean. I said instead of going out there shooting each other, how about y'all do it to the boxing match? If let's say me and you are doing a boxing match, if I win, you donate to whatever charity I choose for whatever amount we agreed on, and vice versa. I think that's dope.
That's dope, but I don't think artists are ready to be exposed as shit fighters.
They don't want to take that L.
I don't think they're ready for that.
They don't want to take that L.
Once you get, if you're this, especially niggas, if you're claiming a hood, if you're this hard and we just watched you get put on your ass, come on now, your stock drops.
Exactly. They don't want to, especially if you're in the gangster rap scene. You know what I mean? You can be making dope music, but at the end of the day, you let that nigga knock you out. You ain't shit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they don't want to. I think it's a dope idea, but like you said, they're not trying to take that L.
Who's that dude that game knocked out? It was, not 40 car. Who the fuck was
it? Yeah, it was, they fought. But that was some street shit.
That was some street shit. But if we didn't see him knock niggas out, and you saw a celebrity boxing match and you saw a game get knocked out, his credentials are shot.
Yeah.
Like, you can no longer say, I beat your ass. No, you won't. I've seen you. I've seen your hands, brother. Like, in this situation, I don't know why Soulja Boy agreed to it, dude, because he's going to really get fucked up out here. Yeah.
But, I mean, that money talks.
But even then, y'all before the money.
But yeah, even before the money. And then on top of that, I don't even think y'all getting the money. It's going to charity.
It's all going to charity. But no, I'm pretty sure they're going to get something.
They're probably going to get something, but...
I'm trying to really find out, like, because I've been seeing the pictures or whatever now. I've seen motherfuckers come up with fake posters daily. Mm-hmm. So it's like, is this really a Mayweather's production? Is this really a TMT thing?
As far as it being a Mayweather's production, I don't know. But the actual videos that I have been seeing is definitely supposed to be a fight. Mm-hmm. Of course, one of my favorite artists is instigating the whole shit, and that's 50. I watched a video last night where 50 was talking to Tyson, telling Tyson how Soulja Boy is supposed to be getting trained by Floyd. Mm. And Tyson was like, fuck that, I'll train Chris Brown. You know what I mean? But I've seen, like, on that video, though, I've seen Chris's routine, and his mid routine is cool. I don't think he packs any type of power, but he's a little quick.
He's quick, right.
Soulja Boy, on the other hand, his shit looked atrocious. Like I said, he needs help.
He looks like a child having a tantrum.
He needs help. But you know what's funny? And it's funny because I said this to a couple of my friends recently. I need to become a celebrity. So
just so you can give niggas hands?
Yes.
That's the whole reason?
That's not the whole reason, but I mean, when the beef comes, hey, we can do a celebrity boxing match. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to beat the brakes off you niggas.
Man, it's funny, though, because niggas are going to come see the fight. Straight up. If it is a Money Team production, if it is a Mayweather production, they're really going to come see the fight because he's going to promote the shit out of this fight.
Not only have I been seeing them fighting, I've been seeing that they're trying to get a whole card together.
Of celebrity boxers?
Yeah, they're trying to get, it's supposed to be Chris Brown and Soulja Boy supposed to be the main event. Then it's supposed to be 21 Savage or 22 Savage fighting for the name.
Oh, no.
And then,
what? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I seen this video last night. 50 had this video up on last night. And then, it was supposed to be like Kenyon Martin and somebody else, basketball related shit. They had some issues and they were supposed to be fighting if it went down that way. And the only legit one that sound like really with the shit is the basketball one, only because it's been documented that these two players, and it's Kenyon Martin and someone else, have ran into each other in public and started fighting.
Got 'em up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's interesting, but it's just it's funny to me, man.
You know what? It's interesting, it's funny, and it's also genius.
On a business standpoint, yes,
it's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Everyone is addicted to controversy. Everyone is addicted to beef. So it's like, if your two favorite artists, let's just say Soulja Boy is somebody's favorite artist.
So your favorite artist is Chris Brown. Go ahead.
No. Stop that. Anyway, if your favorite artist is Soulja Boy and someone's favorite artist is Chris Brown, you're gonna tune in to watch that shit because this is somebody that you, in a sense, idolize.
Yeah.
If motherfuckers that remember Kenyon Martin and whoever it is he's supposed to be going,
I can't remember the name. Yeah, I can't remember the name.
You know, same thing with, and then 21 and 22 Savage. That's just funny. That's just the biggest internet troll
that's
ever.
Funny. Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to get laid the fuck out.
Absolutely.
So it's brilliant. You know, that's why I'm confused whether or not it's Mayweather, because it's like he's really putting his time, effort, and name on this fight, and then at the same time, it's like, this is money.
Right, it's money, and on top of that, Floyd retired. He ain't got shit else to do.
He gonna do everything he can.
Right, he don't have shit else to do. You know what I mean? Like you said, at the end of the day, it's money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and it's funny. And then on top of that, when you're in that, indulging that celebrity world, yes, the proceeds are gonna go to charity, but that ain't gonna stop the side bets.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Floyd hitting up one of his boys. Well, I got X amount of dollars on so and so. You know what I mean?
Just for fun. I want to be that rich one day. I just want to have
absolutely
just
money.
Just completely irresponsible bets with some of my other rich friends.
Why not? You know what I mean? You shooting dice and it's you putting down hundreds down there instead of dollars.
Exactly.
Man, look.
And then just walk away like, damn, man, it was an L.
Right. You know
nowadays, I put $1 down. I'm like, man, come on, man, no, let me get that back. Let me run that back.
You struggling like, shit, I got 2 left. I don't even know, man.
Before you even grabbed that, I was like, wait a minute.
Like, do I need to do this? Let me check my account. What I got to do the rest of the week? You can just asking yourself questions.
Today the 16th. So this, okay, got you.
That direct deposit hit. All right, yeah, we can do it, man. But I only got a couple of rolls in me.
I need that irresponsible money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't mind having that. If you had, let's say, and I think about this all the time. I was like, what if I go out on my lunch break and I don't know, somebody drops an envelope and they got X amount of, or I find a backpack and they got X amount of dollars in there, what would I do? And of course, I've already spent that money a million times over. So, right. So let's say, just for shits and giggles, let's say, you at a park chilling. While you're at a park, I don't fucking know. But you're at the park chilling and you find a backpack, and the backpack, let's say it got $250K in there. What would you do with that?
Take it.
Well, I know you would take it, but I'm saying, how would you spend that 20? What would be the first three things you would do with that money?
Stash some of it. You talking about $250K?
$250K.
I'll probably stash 100.
Okay.
And just play with the rest.
All right. Yes. Okay.
Well, maybe not. And not even get a whip, but definitely put a lot down on a whip to where my payments is gonna be like $150, $200 a month. I ain't got too much left. Because as soon as I go from a nigga whose pockets are hurting to a nigga with a brand new car, no doubt, no payment. Somebody's looking.
Exactly. And that's what when I used to have these conversations with my boys, I'd be like, yo, you just gonna flat out just start buying shit? You ain't gonna think about if somebody's paying attention? Like, yo, wait a minute. You just asked me for $20. And now you got a Rolex. Something not adding up here.
I don't like that.
Yeah. What do you say on Belly?
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Banana.
Yeah, that makes sense though. That makes perfect sense to me. I would probably do more. Well, outside of the car, I think I would do the same. I think I would probably. I think I would just pay my bills up for like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stack the rest and then probably invest some or try to start our own small business just to keep some form of revenue constantly coming. But yeah, that's about the same. But I think about what if I found this money all the time?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I couldn't do anything extravagant, man, because it's just like what you got done saying. It's going to bring too much attention. And as soon as you start spending that $250,000 like irresponsible money, you're gonna quickly find out this is the one time you're gonna find $250,000.
Exactly.
So it's like you ain't got no re-up whatsoever. So you got to run with that. So now I'm gonna have to, and I'm telling you that $100,000 is getting stashed.
Yeah, you got to.
I ain't gonna touch that for the rainiest of days. It got to be hell going on if I'm gonna touch that money.
Yeah, you got to be very strategic with it. But there's some people out there who been burnt in a day. And don't get me wrong, I honestly believe in the depths of my soul that I can burn $250K in a day.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Oh, yeah. I can burn on one purchase.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're buying a home.
Buying a house, buying a car.
Yeah.
A Mayweather twerking massage therapist.
He had a twerking massage therapist?
You didn't see that video?
Nah.
Bro, it's a video of Mayweather getting a massage, and there's like 15 women just twerking. In thongs.
That's amazing.
Just busting it open right in front of
speaking of, I was up last night watching videos. It was a video that was on Twitter, and it was of this Jamaican girl, and she was, what is it called? She was whining. Is that what? It was magical, and it was just from behind. Like it was great. When this chick turned around, I had to question if I was gay for a second because I didn't know if it was a guy or not.
Beetlejuice, right there.
I was like, wait a minute. Only thing that saved me was she had a sports bra, and I clearly could see it was boobs, and it wasn't like fake boobs. It was regular boobs.
Like, bruh, this is
no, right. No, you can tell. It was her boobs because I feel like if you're gonna be a trainer, you're not finna go say, all right, give me an A cup. You gonna get a decent cup size.
You're looking for the wrong bulge, brother. You need to be checking that neck,
right? Exactly.
That waist.
Exactly. But I felt better once I realized it was a woman, but she was ugly.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm talking about gum on the bottom of the shoe ugly.
That's how a lot of those fuck it up challenge videos have been. Like you see a lot of talent and then you see a lot of letdown, like real quick. Let's just rewind and stop here.
I don't want to watch this no more.
Oh, at least not the last 10 seconds. I'll watch it.
You watch 7 minutes of the video, seeing the face and stop. It's 10 seconds left. She turned around, dog. I don't think we can watch that no more.
We got to stop this at the 650 mark, apparently, because I'm not watching this whole thing again. Getting back to Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, and then we can move on to somebody else doing wild shit in 2017. Who you got your money on?
I think Chris Brown's gonna. I'm gonna tell you why. I think Chris Brown's gonna beat him up. Number one is because we've seen, and I say this respectfully. I'm not speaking on the Rihanna situation. We've seen Chris Brown, or we've heard of Chris Brown fighting in public, and
This is not funny, bro.
because I had to make it clear.
We've seen the results of
Because we had no. I'm not even talking about that. We have to make it clear. You know, he has had other club instances where someone said, you know, he threw down.
He took a bottle to the chin.
Right. So I'm giving him that. I'm giving him the fact that he has had some form of training, and then I'm being a little. I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt because he's a tourist like myself. Me and him actually share a birthday. Same day, same everything.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Same day, same everything. And us tourists, man, when we get to that point, shit can go downhill fast for the opposing person.
Oh, yeah.
So with those three factors, I think he's going to win. And then, man, when you look at Soulja Boy, there's nothing that I can take serious about him. You know what I mean? Nothing. Now, granted, we seen that picture, and they both did not look threatening at all. If you see Chris Brown in person, he looks at you and be like, I'm going to fuck you up. You're going to be like, hold on, this nigga talking to me. You take him seriously a little bit.
Right.
If Soulja Boy was to say it to me, I'll like, boy, quit playing, nigga. Quit playing.
You may crank that. Go on.
Right, quit playing. I just don't think... It'd be funny if he surprises everybody and beat the brakes off of him.
Give him hands. I was just thinking about that.
That'd be funny. Like, I think that'd be the day where I get blocked by Chris Brown on Twitter because I would troll the shit out of him.
He's going to get rid of social media.
Yeah, he would have to.
I would just keep trolling him just with pictures of him being laid
He
out.
would have to. I would troll him to the point where he would try to fight me, and I tell him, hey, I call that boy Soulja on you. Better leave me that alone.
Right, you want Big Soulja to come see you again?
Right, but no, I don't think when that fight happens. I hope it's headgear involved. The reason I say I hope it's headgear involved is because these guys, granted, they're gonna get allegedly trained. They not like an actual boxer. Somebody can get seriously hurt if it's not headgear involved. You have to treat it like a sparring match to me.
I'm kind of banking on that being Soulja Boy, so I'm totally against the headgear conversation.
So you got Chris Brown too. I'm taking.
Of course.
Okay. Was Soulja Boy your favorite rapper? I figured you would have rocked with him.
Listen, you keep confusing Soulja Boy and me with you and Lil Yachty.
No, I'm not confusing.
I don't have his album.
Bro,
I don't have his posters on my wall. I just
pulled
went to your crib.
No, you didn't just go. No.
You know what I'm saying? I saw the poster. It was up there. You could look
I don't
around this place
have
right now. And there's a
posters.
single poster of Soulja Boy the way that you have the poster of Lil Yachty.
I didn't even
just get your car painted red.
First, no.
Red. Kool-Aid red.
Now listen,
the same color as Kodak.
One thing to all my
favorite rapper again. What's his name again? Lil Yachty. There you go.
One thing that the listeners that actually know me is they know Kevin and Red do not associate themselves with each other.
Just with Yachty.
I don't think I don't have anything in my closet that's red. The one thing I do have in my closet that red isn't even my shirt. It's my cousin's shirt. I don't have anything that's red. So nope, you're wrong with that one. But like I said, bro, when I pulled up so we can do this show, you was bumping Crank That.
Okay.
You had on the 4XT and everything. Crank That, just knocking it out.
Okay.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
You don't have to say it on air, but
That's
we
fine.
know.
That's fine.
We know.
That's cool. There is a track record of my hatred for Soulja Boy, literally from day one.
No, I don't.
Listen,
I don't know if this track record.
All right, cool. You gonna make me go back and screenshot everything I put up when I first got to undergrad? I could show that I don't like Soulja Boy. I'm gonna take a picture of the Lil Yachty album that you got in your car.
Yeah, you do take a picture of that because I didn't know the man had an album.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, I think that Chris Brown is going to obviously give him that work. And maybe not even give him that work. I think Chris Brown is going to just win.
Yeah, he's going to win because ain't nobody getting knocked out.
No,
neither one of them hit hard enough for somebody to get knocked out.
Not at all.
Whether they got headgear or not, nobody's getting knocked out.
They're both way too small. And you know what, though? Where I start to think that this is all a ploy just for charity, which, and if it is, at one, that sucks, and two, that's great because that means whatever charitable donation they're going to make is going to really affect whatever that charity is going to do.
Yeah, it's going to be a big amount.
But at the same time, I think it's a ploy because why are we getting workout videos? Why are we getting sparring videos? Why are we getting all this bullshit beforehand? Like, it went from social media shit talking to Rocky training videos.
But you know what? To be completely honest with you, I think the Chris Brown videos are old. I think that could be him just doing a workout. It's an old video somebody uploaded. Because if you look at if you're comparing the two, if I'm Soulja Boy in this situation and I see Chris Brown is uploading sparring videos. I'm going to upload sparring videos, not me shadow boxing. You know what I mean? So I think Chris Brown's video was old, and Soulja Boy put up a video of him doing whatever the fuck he was doing. And you know what I mean? And they kind of tied them together. I don't think it was, hey, let's go make a video so we can upload. I don't think it was nothing like that. Right. But either way, I do agree with you. It could be some form of a ploy. You know what I mean? It really could. I think maybe if Floyd is behind the promotion, maybe he was like, look, this fight gonna happen, y'all can take it out there, but this is how we're gonna do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like if it was let's even say if it was like supposed to be Meek Mill and Drake, I would believe that more. That'd be a horrible fight. That'd be a horrible fight,
bruh. I don't think Drake is fighting anybody on video games, let alone in real life.
Well, first of all, we know it's not gonna happen. We already know that's not going to happen.
I know. I'm saying in general.
You can't go for the bruiser.
I'm saying in general, bro. Like Drake seems like the type that he would square it with somebody, and before the fight, he'd be like, look, just don't hit me in my face. Well, he seems like he would do that.
This is where we're going body shots, right?
Right.
You know? No, but only reason I say it seemed more believable because you have a legit problem between, at least you had a legit problem between the two. I think they said Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, that shit stems from Soulja Boy liking a picture of Karaka Khan, what was it?
Kamehameha?
Yeah, there you go. That's the name.
I guess so. I guess it stimulates from that, and then it went down here. They took some jabs, and then it escalated to something else. The one thing I can say, and this is someone that has kids, you don't mention the other person's kid's name.
Hell no.
You know, that's like a no-no. So I think whether it's a ploy or not, I think at least on Chris Brown's side, he had a point of kind of no return in a sense.
So you got to see me at this point,
right? You don't mention my child, especially when we've been able in the media to see what Chris Brown and his daughter have been going through with dealing with her mother, so on and so forth. So it's a very touchy subject there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you don't cross that line. And on Soulja Boy's part, he probably is trying to cross that line deliberately to get a rise out of Chris Brown. But there's certain things you do to get a rise out of someone. So, you know what I mean? You can call a man a bitch or whatever when you're trying to get that rise to start something, but there's certain things you don't do. For me, for example, you can call me a bitch, you're gonna get a minor rise, so on and so forth. The moment you call me a pussy, I'm putting your head through a wall. I hate that. Do not call me soft. Do not call me a pussy.
You know, that's it. Be calling you pussy now, right?
And that's the easiest way to walk around here with no fronts for me. That's the easiest way. You know what I mean? So I think he was doing that, and unfortunately for him, he crossed the line. You don't do that, especially with someone's kids. You don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe if they were like 60-year-old men and he said this about Chris Brown's daughter, and which she would be grown at the time, Chris Brown probably feels a certain kind of way, but his daughters are grown. Right. This is a baby you're speaking of. You
Honestly,
don't do that.
I don't think it would change, man, because I can only go off of the experiences I've had with people that have daughters, especially with you. Mm-hmm. And I can only imagine that you could be 60, 70, your daughter could be whatever the fuck age she would be when you're 60 or 70, and she's still going to be your little girl.
No, yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he still would take it that way, but I'm saying it probably wouldn't be as detrimental as it is now.
Right. Because
she is a baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, regardless on whether these two genuinely fight and regardless on them two fighting or not, I hope that they can kind of move past it and get back to whatever their art form is. I don't know what the fuck we call it, Soulja Boy's art form, but get back to whatever it is. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you get to a point where if you guys keep holding on this grudge for whatever the results of this fight, somebody's going to seriously get hurt. You know what I mean? True. So we'll see.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to go anywhere further than this celebrity fight. I don't think anything's gonna happen in the streets. I don't think anything is gonna happen with, you know what I'm saying, with pistols or anything like that. And again, maybe
not for those two directly, but somebody in their camp maybe.
But who's in their camp? With this, they are allegedly blood.
No, I'm not talking about their alleged blood camp. I'm talking about their homeboys. You know what I mean? Their actual homeboys. It turns into Soulja Boy's people see some of Chris Brown's people, and one of them may get hurt. You know what I mean? So some way, somehow, somebody could potentially get hurt if they don't leave it where it's at. At the end of this fight, we shouldn't hear no more of this Soulja Boy, Chris Brown beef. At the end of the day, it's petty, stupid shit anyway. You guys are supposed to be grown men.
Beefing over liking a picture of Corazon 10.
Bro, what the fuck did you just call her?
That ain't her name?
No, ain't that like a wart removal cream or something? Ain't that what's on the commercial? Like a wart removal cream? Was that like for athlete's foot or some shit? And you don't do that to her because she's gorgeous.
She is.
She's beautiful. I can't pronounce her name for shit, but she's beautiful.
You got it right the first time, Command Man.
Command Man.
Yeah. Or Illuminati. Something like that.
That fucking hates you, bro.
Nah, man, it's none of this is Carucci's fault, obviously. But have you noticed that Chris Brown seems to always be in some shit when his deals with her?
Mm-hmm. Because he still got infatuation with her.
That's creepy. You're about to have a celebrity boxing match because somebody liked her picture. That you can possibly, not saying he is.
No, I don't say that they're gonna have a boxing match because he liked her picture. I say everything's stimulating from that. Because Soulja Boy has been disrespectful as fuck.
That's true. That's very true.
But it started from this shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's all that matters at the end, though, is the meat of it.
I don't think that's the meat of it, though. I think the meat of it is everything that followed. I think him liking the picture, and I think how it originally started, like let's say 5 years from now, you'd be like, hey, remember that Soulja Boy Chris Brown beef? How did that shit start? I think that'll be, well, Soulja Boy said this and that before somebody gets to the actual root reason on why it started, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think eventually him liking the picture would be a footnote opposed to everything else.
Mm.
You know?
I don't know. And anytime I see situations like that, I'm gonna always give what started it more attention because that shit is dumb. That shit is dumb and it's childish. And y'all are way too rich to be giving a damn about who like who pictures.
Speaking about who like who, did you see that? What's her name? Kim Burrell. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yeah, Kim Burrell.
You see how her rant on the gays liking each other,
bruh. That first of all, it was expected.
Really?
It was expected. We had this conversation before we started the show. That, a lot of the gospel artists, a lot of the super big Christian enthusiasts and the ones that like are truly about the cloth, they don't come out and say it because we're in a one, sensitive, and two, politically correct era. Mm-hmm. So a lot of them don't come out and say how they truly feel, but a lot of them truly feel that way. Mm-hmm. I actually saw a post from one of my sorors, shout out to Aisha, OG Aisha. She even said, almost every Christian I know is homophobic. Mm-hmm. That is true.
See, I don't like the term homophobic.
Oh, okay. Well, they have a prejudice against homosexuals.
That's better because I'm definitely I don't give a damn. Period. But for the actual meaning and use of the words, if we're gonna go to proper English, exactly. It don't make sense. Right, exactly. Yeah, it don't make sense. That's true. But yeah, go ahead.
I think now I understand that what she was talking about was very serious and it means a lot to her, but I couldn't help but laugh when she said, if you're a man with another man's penis in your mouth, you're an abomination. If you're a woman and you shaking your head in a woman's breast, you're an abomination. I was like, first of all, why would the guy got to be something so extreme as such a dick? And then with the woman, like, if you motorboating another chick, you're going to hell. I'm like, why can't she be eating the chick out? Why the guy just got to be sucking dick? Those were really two random abominations to place on people.
Yeah, what was more surprising to me is she went on this rant, and granted, we live in a social media society, a viral society. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? With social media has made the world a much smaller place.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think by her doing that...
And ratchet place.
Yeah, definitely ratchet. But by her doing that video, what made her think that it wouldn't get some form of a play on social media? Camera phones now, it seems like it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. Back then it was we didn't have the technology to do that. But even when you had your regular home camcorder, you wasn't doing that at church unless it was like a play or something like that. You wasn't doing it for the regular service. But now it's like it's common. You know what I mean?
It was a Facebook Live video.
Yeah, it's common. So I don't see why she wouldn't have thought it wouldn't have been seen, and then taking into account what you said about her, just having that single. Mm-hmm. She should have known she was going to be recorded.
You buzzing.
Right, but with all that, okay, let's say if you don't. Then you come out and you trying to do shows and you trying to perform this song with Pharrell. Mm-hmm. And you don't think that Ellen, of all people, is not going to shut that shit down?
I'm not saying that what she said is forgivable, but she did apologize not too long before the Ellen show. I guess that was her way of maintaining her spot on the show.
You know, I hate that shit. I hate when somebody says how they truly fucking feel and get some form of backlash and then apologize because they want to clear shit up.
Right.
Fuck all that.
Right.
Say how you feel. You know what I mean?
Mean what you say.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it'd be different if we'll use Charlamagne the God as an example, how he came out and said that he wished there was a platform for minority women to express how they feel. I get what he was trying to say. His wording was wrong, and that's what he apologized for. He apologized not what he meant, but what his wording was wrong. He should have said it.
Kim Burrell did the same thing.
Okay, maybe she did the same thing. I'm saying in general, in a broader sense. I hate when people, instead of apologizing for the wording and how what you meant to get across, you're apologizing for what you actually said.
Right? And
don't do that.
Bullshit, right?
Right. You're only doing it to try to save face. That shit's annoys the hell out of me.
But you notice that when the people double back on the things that they say and they apologize, I'm sorry for saying it. You notice that their stock immediately drops.
Exactly. Yep.
Fuck with you after that.
Because they feel like you're a hypocrite at that
Right.
point. You know what I mean? So she tried to save face. It didn't work for her because Ellen was like, nah, man.
Yeah. Once you're no longer on Ellen, Ellen's been on the up and up.
Yeah, Ellen's been killing shit.
Like, you get banned from the Ellen show, you're banned from a lot of people's households. So I understand why she, took that opportunity to apologize, because that's fucking with her money. But at the same time, it's like, if this is something that you believe in, if this is something that you are sticking with, don't apologize for what you said, don't apologize for how you said it, and don't apologize for how everybody took it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to look like the biggest fucking hypocrite trying to apologize for a check.
Exactly.
And not even that, you're going to look like a fake Christian trying to apologize for a check.
See, I was about to say some shit. But I'm not going to do that because that's a whole different show.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole different show. But you're absolutely right. You look like a hypocrite at this point. You know what I mean? And what makes things even more worse than what they already are is, even after you try to apologize to get a check and so on and so forth, you're really not about to get no checks because of all this.
Exactly. Like, you can apologize. Ellen can say, I forgive you. No one else is going to.
Nope.
You're fucked from here on out.
Yeah, they not rocking with you. You know what I mean? And that her fault.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean? Her fault. So,
but you know what? Where she is gonna still eat. She wasn't trying to be a mainstream artist. At the end of the day, and don't get me wrong, I understand gospel music is a mainstream genre, but it's not as big as a hip hop or an R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she's gonna still eat in the gospel community. She's gonna for sure still eat. If anything, she's probably gonna eat a little more. Amongst the at
least in the gospel community, yeah, absolutely.
She took that stance.
She took that stance.
If you really go back and look, she's the first person to really take that kind of stance. Because if you like the last gospel artist, the last gospel artist that was in the news was on camera sucking dick. I forgot what old boy's name is, but apparently there's a video of him sucking dick, and the person who said dick that was getting sucked came out and was like, why would you put this man's business on blast? He has a family. Nigga. He was sucking your dick, though. If you didn't give a fuck about his family, I'm not going to give a fuck about his family. But yeah, so for it to be a Christian artist, a gospel artist to be in the news defending what Christian values are, she's going to sell.
Right.
And she's going to sell ridiculously.
Yeah,
at least in her community.
Yeah, at least in her community.
She's fucked everywhere else, but she's good in the gospel world.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm impartial to it. I mean, I have no issue with the homosexual community. I have homosexual friends. They cool as shit. I don't care. That's her thing, but I commend her for saying how she felt, how she truly felt. Just don't turn around and try to apologize for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't do that.
Right.
Outside of that, man, hey, get it how you live.
Just saying what you said. I have homosexual friends. I have homosexual frat brothers. And my relationship with them isn't based upon who they're sleeping with. My relationship with them is based upon my relationship with them.
Exactly.
In this story.
And speaking of that too, I know this happened, I guess late last year because you mentioned beliefs. I don't know if you've seen the story of Azalea Banks. Azalea Banks, she was it was a video. I don't know if it was a Facebook Live video. I don't know, but it was a video. She was recording her going to clean out it was a room where she had been sacrificing chickens for 3 years.
The fuck?
Exactly. This room was fucking filthy, bro. It looked disgusting.
That's not like a PETA issue?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. But people were, I think this was this right before the new year? It had to be. It was like right before the new year. That this video came out or whatever, and it's all over Twitter and so on and so forth. And people was like, some people was slamming her, just talking bad about her. And some other people was like, oh, how are you, judging her for her beliefs and her religion and so on and so forth. Let's get one thing straight, people. Culture, beliefs, and religion are 3 separate things.
Completely.
You know what I mean? And people on Twitter were trying to lump them together, and I'm like, no, that's not right. But I'm saying it to say, just like what you said, just because that's your belief doesn't mean what you're doing is right.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of these people, hell, these terrorists, they have a belief system, but killing a bunch of people is not right.
It ain't right.
Period. Not rocking with it.
Yeah, Kim Burrell, man, she definitely took a mighty L in the beginning of this year.
Yeah, it's only a weekend. So
it's only a weekend.
One thing about L's too, I know one thing. In 2017, I know it's gonna get warm in the next few months, but as of right now, do not go out and get no black long sleeve and no red beanie.
Don't do that.
That is like if you got that on, you taking an L this year for sure.
You can't come out with the Tyrone Bigham 86 collection. You
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
Soulja Boy and Meek is prime examples. Don't do it.
Speaking of Meek, he already started off this year with an L.
Yeah, because I mean that guy he's a clown, man.
He is.
And I'm not saying he's a clown because of the shit with Drake and just certain things on how you move. Now, whether you had an alleged chick or not on the side or whatever that case is, that's your own shit. But for the benefit of conversation, since you were the one caught with the side chick, don't get caught, lose your main chick, and then want to make it seem like your main chick took an L.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't do that.
Nikki, she can't take an L. There are certain people in this industry that are completely resilient to L's. They're invincible to L's. Mm-hmm. Nikki has looked like she's bleached her skin. Nikki has come at Lil' Kim, swiped her entire style, and is still Nicki Minaj. She's impervious to L's. Like, it's not gonna happen. So for you to think you're gonna give one of the baddest in the industry right now an L, you're tripping. Especially when you're the king of L's.
Exactly.
You've been L'ing it up for some time.
Yeah, you that's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Only thing I hope Nicki can get back to making decent bars, because
I think we're gonna see that now, because now she has something to be emotional about.
Yeah, you got a point.
Now I'm not saying she's gonna just do. I'm not saying she's gonna have a complete album dedicated to the breakup, but I think she's gonna really give you some shit.
Yeah, she might. You might. I mean, like you said, we're only a weekend, so it's a lot that can happen this year. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, a lot of it is positive. But as of right now, Soulja Boy and Meek, y'all taking some L's.
Racking them up, man.
Yeah, y'all getting it started early.
I think they're secretly in red beanie competition right now.
Who got the? Soulja Boy might have the better red beanie.
Probably so.
His beanie looked like it kept his ears warm.
But Meek's got that Philly beanie, so his shit done been around snow. Like his beanie has survived the time. So Soulja Boy's beanie may be better, appearance wise, but Meek's beanie got a story to tell.
I'm excited for this year, though.
Yeah,
all bullshit aside, I'm excited for this year. I think it's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? I think us specifically, we're gonna have a great year. Everybody out there, we're gonna bang some shit out for y'all.
Y'all gonna see something, man, and y'all need to hop on the train now. I'm telling you right now, the first person that come up, Los, I've always believed in you. Block.
You know what, man? Like Biggie said, more money, more problems. And right about now, I'm broke with problems, so I'll take the more money.
That shit I look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Money don't make you happy. All right, that's cool. I'll go cry at my goddamn Porsche.
Affleck said it best. Anybody that says money is the root of all evil doesn't have any. And that has stuck with me ever since.
Yeah. But see, I was taught money was the root of all evil, but also as I got older, I learned that the love of money is the root of evil.
Yeah, that's true. Because you'll do some stupid shit.
Yeah. Like that pastor that was sucking dick. He had to be doing that for some form of money. He had to be.
Why'd you say it like that?
You said it like that.
Oh man, what was I about to say? Yeah, I saw a meme, that said how money can't buy you happiness. Man, it's like, but I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than
exactly
be happy in a motherfucking
exactly
Pinto. I tell you that for sure.
Exactly. I'd rather do that. I'd rather sit there and be unhappy in a goddamn mansion and be unhappy in a goddamn studio. I do not have a studio, by the way. I'm just saying.
wiping my eyes with hundreds. I have no problem doing that.
Right.
Trust me, I ain't got no problem doing that. Kev, man, where can they find you at, brother?
Same place as usual, man. _ Hollywood Kev on Twitter. That's what I'll be at. I do apologize. Haven't been on there as much this week. Been busy, but I will definitely get on there. Hit me up, man. If you guys got something you want us to address. Also, definitely like the Beat Network page on Facebook.
Yes.
If you see something that you want us to talk about, you got a question about something, you want to know some information, definitely go ahead and hit us up on there so we can get to that. Los, can they find you anywhere?
At Big Los UTC on Twitter. You can also find me on Facebook. Follow the page. Don't add me because I'm not going to add you. But I do want some conversation out of this. People, if you are listening, comment on the Beat page. Comment on the YouTube channel. Comment under the video. Do whatever you got to do. I want to know, who do you have your money on? Is it Beat 'em Down Brown or is it Soulja Boy and his beanie?
Why you got to call him Beat 'em Down Brown, man?
That's all he's been known for since he pieced up Rihanna. That's all he's been known for.
You're right. And that's sad. But the man was 17 at the time. He was still a kid.
That doesn't excuse him from
Okay. And this might transition to a different show, but why does it not excuse Chris Brown for that, but if we excuse Dr. Dre for it?
Who's we?
I'm just saying in general, the people.
The reason that, and I'm not going to necessarily say excuse, but the reason that Dr. Dre has been getting a pass is because of the generation that it was in. Right now, we're in a generation that it's cool to basically be a part of the destruction of an artist. Around that time that Dre did that, there wasn't no social media, there wasn't no TMZ, there wasn't none of that shit. It was just, okay, Dre hit who? Okay, who's that? Oh, she made that song. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, he's not the only part. I mean, like I said, this is going to transition to a different show because we don't not only do that with domestic violence, we also do that with other topics too. Rape is a prime example.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, that's for a different show. _ Hollywood Kev. Follow me. I'm there.
At Big Los UTC. And as always, it's Big Los.
Hollywood Kev.
It's the Noize.